Howdy there, cruise fanatics, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jack, and I'm back. So I guess that means that I'm back, Jack. So before I begin, as always, I would like to ask you all to like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so every time I make new content, you'll be notified. I do want to thank my 91 people that have subscribed and ask you all that are watching now, if you have not subscribed, please do so. I'm almost to that 100 mark. I believe that today you can push me over that 100 mark and start heading to that 200 mark. So please like, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on. It means the world to me. Also, I want to appreciate everybody who has commented on my past videos. I really appreciate it. I don't just say that, I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's time. I know time is valuable, and I appreciate that you spend it here with me for a few short minutes every day. My last comment, if you're watching, I really appreciate your comment, not to underscore any other people's comments, but I do agree with the comment that I got yesterday. The comment was about cruise ship pollution and how much cruise ships do pollute. And I do, if you are watching, I do completely agree with you. Just like I said in my comment, I think about that all the time. I've been cruising for nearly 25 years, and I have always thought about that. I believe it's more prevalent on Carnival because of the whale's tail, but I do think every time I see that soot coming out. But it's like I said in the video, it's like I said in the comments, over the next decade, give or take, we got about 60 new cruise ships coming out, all on LNG power. They've been doing LNG power for a few years now. All cruise ships that's come out in the last couple of years are on LNG power. I believe that in the next decade, we are going to see a huge shift in the pollution levels of the cruise ships. As the new cruise ships come online, that's 60. That's a lot of cruise ships, folks. I think that we're going to see some of these older cruise ships in their careers and go to the breakers, which will present a huge dynamic in the shift of the pollution, just like the electric cars are shifting our pollution levels with our combustion engine cars. Also, a lot of ports are adopting shore power, where the cruise ships plug in, just like you plug in a light at home while they're in port. I think that allowing them to shut down and not just sit there and idle for the whole 8 hours or 10 hours that they're in port, 6 hours they're in port. I think that you're going to see a huge difference there. So I just wanted to bring that comment to the forefront, because I do agree. I think we all recognize the pollution that the cruise ships put out. We have no control over that. We just have to state our case to the cruise lines and hope they find a solution. They are finding a solution. It's like I told the commenter, that the solution is harder to fix than it was to create the problem. So I do think over the next decade, though, we are going to see a huge shift in the pollution problem of the cruise ships. So on with the actual video. The actual video is about the ETIAS program. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Sometimes I just come up with my own pronunciations just so y'all can get a good laugh. And if you got a good laugh, it worked. Because I really have no clue how they pronounce this, but Jack has his own pronunciations for a lot of stuff. Anywho, it stands for the European Travel Information and Authorization System. Its acronym is ETIAS. But it is coming out in early 2025. It was slated to come out this year, but because of a lot of IT problems, it didn't. Just like if you're here in the United States, which most of my viewers are, you know that our real IDs been supposed to be coming out for the last decade. They're just now coming out. For those of you who are not in the United States, we have a new driver's license program called the Real ID, which, like here in Texas, ours have a gold star on them, which just denotes that they're compliant we're able to fly on these IDs. Other states, like I believe Michigan, theirs has the United States flag and it has a dual picture. It's a little bit different of a system, but they basically serve the same purpose. The few states that were refusing to get on the Real ID system, the federal government just finally just put their foot down and said, you're going to spend the money, you're going to get the ID, or the people in your state just won't be able to board domestic flights. Basically, that's what the Real ID does, is it allows us to book domestic flights, has a little barcode on the back that they scan at the airport like they do your passport. Other than that, it's just a driver's license. But that took forever to roll out, just like this program is taking forever to roll out. But this is an electronic visa program, which I think is a great idea, folks. If you are traveling to Spain, to France, to Italy, to Iceland, to Norway, to Switzerland, to Monaco, most European countries are going to require this. It's no big deal. It's $8 for 3 years. 8 United States dollars for 3 years. Every time I give prices, folks, in past videos, future videos, since I'm in the state of Texas, I'm in the United States of America, all dollars will be in US dollars. So, if you don't know what USD is in your denomination, you're going to have to get a currency calculator, because for my Canadian friends, I'm sorry, I don't know what it translates to CAD. So, but it's $8 for 3 years, which I think is completely reasonable. It's all electronic. They say that you have to apply 96 hours before your travel. So a week or two before travel, get online. It's all online. You apply online, you pay your money. They send you back an approval through your email. You're good to go. I mean, it's completely, I don't see how they can make it any better. I really don't. But I think it's a good deal. With the world security that they have going on now, that there's all these new programs. So, speaking of that, my PSA time, okay? Remember, when it comes to passports, I don't know about the rest of the world, but I'm mainly speaking to the U.S. people. Since I'm in Texas, that's what I know, U.S. So remember, on passports, okay, they must be good for 6 months beyond your date of travel. So when you get home, you need to have at least 6 months left on that passport in order to travel. So that is just a word of advice. Most people I do know this, but I just want to throw this stuff out here just to remind you all. For those of you who don't know, hopefully I'm helping you out. Remember, it's always recommended to have 2 to 4 pages left in your passport, okay? For cruise passengers, it's really not a big deal. If the machines are working right, you just step up to the machine and you get the green check mark, you proceed on. You don't even have to talk to nobody. If the machines ain't working, you go up to the guy, you hand him your passport, he shuts it. I don't even know if they really look at it. It's like, I can't even read my name that fast. I even know my name. At least sometimes I know my name. So the last time when we went to Puerto Morales and we came back, we got in the airport. And of course, it's the first time I have ever flown internationally, so I really wasn't sure. Getting on and off cruise ships, man, I know that like the back of my hand. I can do that quick. I can do it just about as fast as I can do this. But the international flight thing, I wasn't too sure of. I didn't want to end up with my hands behind my back, So I was like, walked up the machine, and I didn't know that it would say, see agent if you had to go there. So, my whole family, we went through and, it told all of us proceed. It said proceed. I didn't know it would say see agent. So I just seen proceed. So the whole family lined up. We all went up to the counter, and the guy looked at his screen and he looked at my name and he goes, if you get a proceed, you don't have to stop here. You can just go on. He says, if it says see agent, then you have to stop here. I said, okay. So he just smiled. He says, do you have anything to declare? And I looked and I said, I declare this is my wife. And he giggled and he goes, go ahead. So Anyways, it's good when you can get one who does have a sense of humor. You got to be careful with that. Some of them, they don't have a sense of humor, or they just real good at not having a sense of humor when they're at their job. Luckily, I can pretty much fill them out, it seems like, and I know the ones that have a sense of humor and they will give you a quick giggle. So, but one more little piece of information. Everybody, enroll in the STEP program. Okay, that is a very, very good program. I'm part of it. It's just traveler information from the United States government. It keeps you up to date on everything, such as what this video is about. It keeps you up to date on the travel conditions around the world. And it's really a good program. It's called the STEP program, STEP. You go to step.state.gov, step.state.gov, STEP. The Safe Traveler Enrollment Program is what it stands for. It's really a good program. I recommend everybody to enroll in it. It's really good information, probably better information than I put out. But that is the video. This video has nothing to do with like Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, MSC, Princess, Holland. It has to do with everybody, all types of travelers, air travelers, sea travelers. It don't matter how you travel. This video, I want to make a video about this, and it just deals with everybody. Nothing, no cruise line is specific. So this is just a general video for every single body. It don't matter who your loyalties stand with. Nobody watches any of my videos and knows who my loyalties stand with, and I plan on keeping it that way. So, as always, please, if you have not liked my video, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, please do so at this time. I very much appreciate it. If you have, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. As always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching, folks.